I'm broke the boss, I flip the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation make me live the dream.
Real accountability in trucking and what actually makes the road safer and what doesn't. So that's today's video, guys, but let's put this up into a nice framework so you know exactly what to expect. This episode is not about blame. It is about accountability and how it actually works. So that is our intentions, is to illustrate just that. And let's get started. And again, we talked about the medical card. We definitely know that can happen. As a matter of fact, a lot of people probably already know about Clearinghouse, but then probably a lot of people do not. So Clearinghouse has actually just existed, where now results used to be sent to the carrier, whether he popped positive or the guy was negative, and then it would be the carrier's responsibility to report it, not report it, and so forth, right? Mm-hmm. So now the Clearinghouse, what it really does is now the clinic sends it from the MRO, like the lab, directly to DOT. Mm-hmm. So why do you think they did that? For efficiency, or because people are fucking around and just not reporting shit?
A little bit of both, because those two things are connected. For efficiency, because people are fucking around and not reporting it. How many people don't even know about Clearinghouse? How many carriers are out there starting business today that has to go through the process, right? And let's say how many and we only last in business 6 months. Mm-hmm. How many drivers we cycle through that failed drug tests and we just never being reported because it's just like nobody cares. We're not in there for a long run.
Yeah.
So if your business plan is only to last to the first audit, why would you care about the rules?
So even let me share something with you. I won't even say names because I don't think it's that smart to do. But here we go. Not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, sent a guy for a drug test. Get a call from the clinic that I guess the guy pissed and maybe not warm enough or some shit. Who knows? And then they need a little bit more. And he's like, I gotta go. My ride is waiting. So he's about to walk out. And once you walk out, guess what happens? It's an automatic
rejection.
Right. So it's going to be a positive, right? But now these people are calling me, asking me, what should they do? So there you go, the disconnect. I'm not the MRO. I'm not there. I purposely am not certified to administer drug tests to not ever be put in that position. And now you're asking me, and I'm like, oh man, I'm not playing God. I don't know. Like, that's why I pay you fuckers.
No, because because we are emotional industry. Because the reality is this. And that's where, the carriers deserve a little bit of blame too, mm-hmm. because everybody is pandering to the driver so badly that this poor soul driver who's about to walk out of that clinic, people were probably holding pillow for him all the time around him, so he just doesn't fall and hit something with his head, that he thinks that everything is only spinning around his convenience. And he can't even comprehend that him walking out of that clinic to the carrier, worst case scenario, bro, you failed the drug test, we can hire you. To that clinic, same thing. Wait, he failed the drug test, that's a policy, that's what's up. But him not knowing that he's about to fuck up his CDL.
Yeah, for the next 5 years, yeah.
Big time. He doesn't even know about it because the industry is always being so protective. And all it would take, listen, bro, I don't know what to tell you. I understand your ride is waiting, but it wasn't my piss that's too cold. Mm-hmm. It wasn't my drug test. If you're going for a drug test, you committing to that process.
Yeah, and for my people who are out there,
deal with that.
Yeah, and another similar situation where the answer was that, man, I had a guy, brand new truck, man, $147,000 truck.
So these days, that's not a brand new truck.
No. But this was a couple years ago. So brand new truck, mm-hmm. right? Boom, sitting in there. Everything's about to go down. License plate, all of that. Drug test comes back positive. And I'm like, what? And then he explains the story, whatever his situation was.
Let me guess the story. I went to family reunion.
Yeah, it was actually.
He gave me some sort of cookies with poppy seed and boom.
No, close. So it was his son's birthday. Uh-huh. They were like, I don't fucking know. I guess they were all hotboxing or something like that. And anyway, so his son's birthday, pops a little, smoke something to celebrate. But the reality is this: like, you're playing with fire.
No, you're playing I don't know what you're playing with, man. You're playing with luck for sure. Because if you just made the probably biggest investment in your life into your business, and you think it's a good idea to smoke some weed
before your drug test,
and let me guess, if he went for a drug test here, to join Voyager as an owner operator, the bare minimum experience he had was at least 2 years.
Yes, sir.
Probably more if he bought a truck of that
magnitude.
So somebody with probably, I'm guessing, 5+ years of experience thinks it's a good idea to smoke some weed altogether.
Yeah.
But even let's make it worse. right before you going for a drug test, like out of all the dumb fucking ideas
that he set up, like, hey, I want to go on this day at this time.
So perfect. and now, like, this is what they always say, you know, like, even drug test, that's not a drug test, that's intelligence test. Because, like, look, shit, like, I'm not gonna say what I'm about to say, but you fuckers know, like, some of you that do that type of shit. Like, if you ask me, every single one of you know how to pass that drug test, especially on weed. Like, number one, like, at least fucking hold off, like, until you pass it. I'm hoping nobody who's about to join us is listening to it, because, like, we have, like, zero tolerance to the drug and alcohol use. That's period. Because even if you are able to maneuver around it, to us, you're liability. Because you may be able to maneuver around the drug test when it's a pre-employment drug test. But let me tell you, if you're getting into some accident, that's not going to be an option.
No, right. So
you're not going to be able to plan for it.
Right. So now that leads us to the second portion of this, right? So a lot of you guys sitting on your chair are probably almost laughing, right? Because this almost sounds comical. Like, this can't be real, but it is. And then, like, hey, the guy gets what he deserves, so now he goes home with nothing to show for it, right? But unfortunately, no, because the feds come up with a SAP program. And in the SAP program, you're eligible to redeem yourself. Now, I'm not the guy to say nobody deserves second chances. I definitely believe in them. But what happens is that the accountability, once again, is going to be shifted to the carrier that's going to be willing to take that driver. All right. So then again, so if you want to take this guy, you need to make sure he does this, and that, and he's doing this. And again, the accountability is shifted off of the guy. Yes, he's going through some rough times. I'm not taking that away from him. But he's not, where's his fine besides his $700 he had to pay maybe for the psychiatrist and whatever the testing is and shit to get into this app? That's it. But now you bring him on as a carrier, you sign up for this program because you believe in second chances, so that's what you do. And then guess what happens? God forbid there's an accident.
You fucked.
Yes. So this is what we're saying. Like, this is that gray cloud that hovers over trucking.
And the interesting part about it, like, if you did those drugs and now you fucked, you know what you fucked for, right? At least you kind of like, okay, I guess, you know, my bad, right?
I guess, yeah.
If you're a reasonable individual. But the carrier did not sign up for that shit. Like, I wasn't at that party. Nobody offered me a hit. And all of a sudden, I'm here with you. And God forbid some accident happens. And now we are both in this for a long-ass ride.
Yes. And so here we go. So, right. So why this conversation that we're having matters to owner-operators, right? It's because white hat carriers, again, man, nobody is perfect. We're not perfect, but we're definitely intentional. And in our policies, our intention is to avoid shit like this.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be part of our daily practice, dodging and weaving these kind of issues. We choose long-term growth versus that short-term, gain right now at this moment, but last for how long are your gains, right? Operating through transparency, because we're just here to do good business, looking for like-minded people that are accountable for themselves, willing to be responsible for themselves, right? So I don't know, we just want some partners that, not disposable capacity. And I think that's what that comes down to, because wherever that guy's going to go, if somebody bails him out real quick, I don't know if there's a lesson learned. I
don't think there is a lesson learned, because let me tell you, another one of our videos, actually one of the most watched and commented videos out there, is actually talking about the drug and alcohol policy, and about wrong, right, indifferent, just talking about drug screening in trucking industry. And if you would find that video, just go, it's on YouTube, go on our channel and you're going to be able to find it. And it's actually a pretty boring video, at least to me, because I'm not into that stuff. So it's kind of like the fuck,
what are we doing?
but as a video, it has to me, very low value.
Yeah.
But the comment section, that's what has the most value. Because if you go out there and you look at those comments, man, all these people, who we blame for their decisions?
Not themselves.
Not themselves. We blame the carrier. We blame the carrier, like Voyager, because Voyager does not participate in SAP programs.
Right.
Yeah. That's our policy. We're just not playing those fucking stupid games.
I think the new question out there is always like, are you SAP friendly?
Yes, and I see that question every single day. Are you SAP friendly? Are you SAP friendly? Man, who even came up with that SAP friendly? Who made this those two words to fucking go together like that? Are you crackhead friendly? Because are you SAP friendly? Seriously, you are liability, my man. That's all I can say. And because we talk about us not participating in the SAP program, because of liability, because I believe that we are protecting every serious owner-operator leased onto Voyager and the people inside this office from all the consequences of bad drivers doing bad shit.
Yeah.
And in the comments, we're being blasted for not being step-friendly.
But right, because they don't see the liability part, right? They're just at that emotional state of frustration where they just need to work, and everybody's been closing their doors on them. So now this is the one place, a venue that you can kind of like, oh shit, like
Go in the comment section and vent.
Go in the comment section and vent, and that's absolutely right. So I think at the end of the day, here's what happens, everybody. We all fish in the same pond. We're fishing all in the same pond to hire an owner operator or a company driver, if that's your flavor. And the company drivers are always fishing in the same pond. What carrier to work for, an owner? We're all in the same fucking pond. So it's how do you identify each other of who's gonna have a great working relationship, right?
Just listen what people say.
And here we go. And I don't know, man. I'd rather say, fuck that. I'd rather see what people do than what they say, because this is when it comes real. Now your PSP is showing you what he does. Fuck what he says, right? He's never late. He's never this. He's pre-tripping, and then all of a sudden on the PSP, crazy out of service, fake logs, false logs, PC. This is who he is.
Yeah, but I'm talking from a carrier's perspective. Let's say, for example, when we say that we run legal, right? And we always here and there have a driver who signs up with us just to test it out. Are we really running legal?
Oh yeah, they're going to push the limits for sure.
Yes. So like that's what I'm saying. Just listen to what people have to say, because if during the orientation somebody is being very, very direct with you that look, we run legal, we are here to do good business, we're here to protect our owner operators. If running legal is such a big deal for you, maybe we're not a carrier for you. Make that decision right there and then.
Yeah, because then you can operate
not when you wasted a couple of weeks of your time, you wasted a couple of weeks of our time, you caused all these mayhem along the way through those couple of weeks, and now we are left with consequences, and you carry on to test another carrier.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, I guess the biggest piece of that is like, right, that venting session is because I don't think they don't. As a matter of fact, we don't even. They don't have access to the people who set the regulation. So they can only communicate to the person closest to them.
Oh, you can go to DOT Google, on Google Maps, find DOT and go vent there.
Okay, so again, they don't have access to these guys because they're not doing all of that. So you're going to vent to what's closest next to you, which is your driver manager, dispatcher, your safety team, and so this is
why it is so disconnected, because we think that carrier playing by the rules is choosing to screw with them.
Yeah. So again, we end up here. What is the closing perspective on this? All right, like, does the industry improve through this outrage and enough people bitching and complaining and throwing tantrums, or does it improve by clarity, structure, and unity? Because even like the guy that you were just talking about in orientation, that is telling you what he's wanting to do, I'd rather that, because that's clarity. Whether I'm for him or not, bro, I'll take that every day.
Absolutely, I'm with you, because like, tell me what you need, I'll tell you what you're gonna get.
Yeah, whether I'm willing to do that or not.
I'm gonna tell you how we function here, so you don't have to waste time on us either.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna promise you something that we're not gonna deliver. So, but it goes both ways. So, for example, if a driver is telling me that he just doesn't see a way to run trucking business as an owner operator legally, I'm going to tell him straight up, like, bro, you're in the wrong place.
Right, yeah. And so I'm with you. Tremendous value. However, remember, we're in the people business. And the minute that kind of starts to fall apart is because when we're talking about reality and we're talking business, that is going against their business model. And automatically that means that it's a sense of resistance, it's a sense of rejection, it's a sense of that. And now the guy's like personally offended that we're not willing to do that. And so depending on who's on your team, we need to get to that place where it is all about clarity, no complaining. This is what we're willing to do. That's what cool. We can shake and say, if things change for me, I will call you. If things change for you, don't hesitate to call me, and we can easily do business. I don't know if we can ever get to that point.
Probably not, because I've been, again, in trucking 25 years, man. It's always been the same. It's always been the same. It's all about blaming. And then on top of that, all we do is just blame each other. Like, talk shit about one another. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we all fucking have some sort of fetish, and we always say, why can't trucking just get together and solve the problems? Bro, you can't get together on nothing.
Welcome to mankind. Like that's a bigger issue.
And that's probably never gonna happen. We will never get together, and this is why we're gonna, unfortunately, This is probably why we're gonna stay, bottom feeders in trucking.
Yeah, so here you go. But what you can do is call 863-342-5171. If you like what we're throwing down here and you're looking for that white hat carrier that's just looking to do good business with no shortcuts, but can't push the envelope, you got to give us a call at 863-342-5171.
All right, guys, be safe out there. Drive safe. Don't just talk safety. Act safely.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.